Let's watch a film. It's got sharks in it, it's got the ocean, it's got boats in it, swimming, a beach, and a shark biting people. Okay, so we sit down and watch that film, and I hate it. I hated it. Couldn't stand it. Had to leave halfway through. Not because of the acting, not because of the plot. Just, I really don't like boats. I really don't like water. I don't like swimming. I'm scared of drowning in it. I'm really scared of sharks. I'm really scared of getting bit by them. Didn't enjoy the film. Ugh, shouldn't have watched it. Okay. That's okay. I've made a mistake. Just shouldn't have watched it. But let's play a computer game. It's got zombies in it and a ruined city, and we're running for our lives. And it's got guns in it. You've got to fight the zombies off and get to the airport and escape, or whatever it is. Oh, I don't like zombies. I don't like ruined cities. I don't like guns. I don't like running. I don't like scary noises. I don't like any of these things. Really didn't like it. I had to put the game down, stop playing it. No. Okay, again, I've made another mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Let's go on a hike. It's going to have a rather large walk in it. It's going to be hard. A lot of it's uphill. Some climbing might be necessary. There'll be hills and trees, and we're in the middle of nowhere. But I don't like being in the middle of nowhere. I don't like climbing. I don't like hard walks. I don't like trees. Some people might, big, branchy and scary. So I shouldn't have done that. You get the picture. It's okay for someone to have some of these fears. I mean, if someone's scared of sharks, I think that's understandable. Especially after seeing that film, it's understandable. If someone's scared of ruined cities and zombies and guns and violence in general, and they don't want anything to do with it, they don't want to watch it, they don't want to play it, they don't want to have anything to do with it, then that's understandable. But perhaps the best decision is to not have something to do with it. Don't do it. Don't keep doing it. But what would be strange is if I saw the shark film and I saw the advertisements for it, I'd read reviews of it, then I go and see it, and then I write a letter of complaint to the director because I didn't like that the film was about sharks. I'd prefer to have seen something about interior decorating or a political drama or something like that. That would be strange. That would be a very odd thing to do, but in the Larp world, this is quite common. Let's go and play Rotten Corpses Are Back to Life Larp. Not very catchy name. Have a guess what might be in that game. But more than that, you don't have to guess. They've made some promotional posters. There's a zombie on it attacking someone. This sort of thing. I go to the event, and then after the event, I write an email to the organisers complaining about the zombies in it. I didn't like that there were zombies in it. Zombies are quite scary. I don't like that. I want you to change your game. Get rid of the zombies. Make it about something else. Surely that sounds weird. Now, when I was a game organiser, that was quite common. We got 3 or 4 after each event of people complaining, and normally these people would actually be returning players as well, so they come back for more. But they complain about elements of horror in the game, and the game was a survival horror with zombies in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. I think you have an expectation of what's going to be there with that. We're not hiding the fact that if we can, we will scare you a bit. There'll be fake blood in it, there might be severed limbs, these sort of things. And there'll certainly be zombies roaming about. It shouldn't come as a shock, so why anyone ever complained about that was quite strange to me. But it wouldn't just stop there. We get, like... We had 2, I think, if I remember, emails asking us to stop play before zombies would happen, or a monster or whatever would happen, to give a trigger warning that there's now going to be an element of horror. If you're uncomfortable with that, you can go into your room or whatever it is. No, I'm not going to do that, because this is what the event's about. And if there may be very understandable reasons why you don't like that, but if that's the case, don't come to the event, and certainly don't then complain to the organisers about it. I just think that's strange. We had one group ask us to send them, before the events, a play-by-play brief of the whole weekend, so they knew when monsters were attacking, what time they were attacking. They wanted to know the stats, things like this, to make sure that they approved of it. Again, no, I'm not doing that. Quite a lot of horror involves shock, being surprised by it. In fact, some of the tactics we used to attack the players were about surprise. We'd have an encounter over here and a load of players would bimble off there, but secretly we had one over here ready to go in the back, and and we're not going to give you a heads up that we're going to do that. That'll just ruin the game for the vast majority of players. No. But then we had demands that we ban particular players based on rumour and speculation. Oh, because you found them a bit creepy. No, and my God, if I was banning people for that, about a quarter of the player base wouldn't have come. But no, I'm not doing that. Just because you personally didn't like someone isn't my problem as a game organiser. It's your problem. You can choose to still come, you can choose not to. It's entirely up to you. I'm not your parents. I'm not there to hold your hand and make sure you feel okay at the event. That's not my job. And to be honest, game organisers and the crew and everyone behind the scenes running it, quite frankly, have enough to do. Some games require unbelievable amounts of work. From talking to quite a few other organisers over about a 2-year span, I know that these problems weren't unique to us. I imagine the wording and things of some of the problems were, but this sort of issue certainly isn't unique. But why I bring up the movie analogy and the computer game analogy is, if you're gonna go and play a computer game which is about zombies, you see the trailer for it, you read some reviews, you buy the game. It would be weird of you to then complain to the creators that you don't like zombies. So change the game. No, just no. In short, if you don't like zombies, don't play that game. In the same way, if you don't like XP in games, which I don't, I really loathe XP in games. It's a personal preference. Some people love it, some people don't. That's fine. I think both opinions are valid. But I don't tend to play games with XP. If I do play a game with XP, I don't complain to the organiser that it's got XP in it. It's just weird. Don't do that. But this is one of the many reasons why I no longer LARP.